Look, I don't know if there's a Zelda 40th anniversary direct coming out around the corner any day now, any week now or something, but everything is leaking for this anniversary. We've already known that Ocarina of Time was coming before it was even announced as a big remake, and now we are getting tons of casting characters dropped for the movie. Plus, on top of that, we now have a full image of what the Switch 2 specific Zelda edition is going to look like for this holiday. There's a lot to get into, a lot to talk about. Before we get into all that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Zelda and Nintendo in general. We are getting so close to our goal of 400k. I have so much fun stuff planned for you guys, so let's see how many people we can get to like and subscribe from today's video. Thank you so much for your love and support, and let's dive into these Zelda leaks. Now, of course, take what you see with a grain of salt, but this seems, from what I've heard online from a lot of different sources that's apparently already seen this design before this got revealed, they're saying it's real. Necro said he's seen the design before this was even revealed. He was giving us information for the last couple of weeks and even came out and said, yes, the leak of the Pro Controller at least is absolutely real. It's what he actually previously saw. This is a beautiful console, dude. I mean, look at this thing. The dock has this really cool, it kind of reminds me of Link Between Worlds with kind of low rule and high rule mashing together. The Triforce having the Hylian symbol in the center, which looks really cool. And it even looks like it has the Ocarina of Time spiritual stone symbols in each part of the Triforce, which looks like, oh my gosh, with the brown band along the bottom. And you can even see in the back where you can take the back plate off, it has like a brown on the inside with some gold lettering. Like, this is extremely detailed. Even on the back inside part of the dock, it is detailed. Crazy. Finally, Nintendo gave the Joy-Con actual designs instead of just the color accent being on the rails or like underneath the stick and stuff. You can actually see there's two different color Joy-Con, a light green and like a black or a gray, maybe a darker green, but you can see accents of the Triforce in darker colors within the Joy-Con. You can see a lighter color around the stick itself, even a gold Triforce symbol on the bottom left Joy-Con. These are up there with that anniversary Skyward Sword Joy-Con that we got on the Switch 1, those blue ones that look like the Hylian shield and stuff. Like, these are awesome, dude. It even has like a gold railing it looks like it's going to have on the inside with matching gold wrist straps that you can strap on as well. I mean, dude, oh, they're going to kill me. Now, if you notice, the logo just says Zelda. It doesn't really say anything, just The Legend of Zelda. But what's also cool about this is you can see officially what the emblem is going to look like for the 40th anniversary. This is also very similar to how Necro described what it was going to look like. You got the Hylian crest at the top, the 4-0 with the little designs in them, kind of like the accent marks from Breath of the Wild, the 8-bit Link coming out with his sword, and it's saying The Legend of Zelda. This is really clean. I really like this, but yeah, this is probably going to be the official emblem for the anniversary. But we also get a look at the Pro Controller, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. This gives us a better idea as to what the Joy-Con are going to be like as well. You can see the bottom right of the Pro Controller is like this really dark green. The bottom left is this black gray color, and they're like merging together with these little triangles and Triforce pieces, which looks so good. Like I said, this just keeps reminding me of Link Between Worlds. Is Nintendo going to give us like a Switch 2 Link Between Worlds remaster from the 3DS? Because, I would love that. The right stick has a gold accent underneath, the left stick has a green one. I just love how much color and details put into this thing, man. This was not a lazy job. But you also have that giant Hylian crest in the center, and there's just a lot of detail with it. A little, maybe too much detail. Like, you can see the Hylian crest, all the engravings in it. You can see the Triforce. You can see each symbol for the spiritual stones from Ocarina of Time. It even looks like maybe the Gate of Time in the center from Skyward Sword or something. Like, there's a lot of detail going on in that thing. Now, you can also see the back of the controller. The top back has this really cool gold lining with the L and R buttons, and then you have the back, which has this really cool gradient of a dark green going into that black and gray section. This looks awesome, but you also have some symbols back there. You got an 8-bit symbol of Link with his sword, and then like an 8-bit sword beside that on the right side of the Switch 2 logo, and then the back paddle buttons are just all black. But man, oh my gosh, this looks so good. Even though this does seem extremely like it's real, you still got to take it with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure until Nintendo officially reveals it, but from what I've seen so far and from what I've heard online, it seems to be legit. I've even checked it pretty deep for any AI mistakes or anything like that, and it doesn't look like any are here. This really does look like it's going to be a big Zelda 40th anniversary console coming this holiday. I'm for sure getting the Joy-Con, I'm for sure getting the Pro Controller, but am I getting the console? I really got to talk myself into not doing it because, man, a $500 second console is crazy, but oh my gosh, does it look so good. So those that haven't got a Switch 2 yet, woo boy, it looks like you're eating good this holiday season. With the effort that they're pouring into this thing, it just really makes me want to believe that Ocarina of Time's remake is going to be insane. Like, it's going to be this massive thing for as long as they're waiting to give us information on it. The fact that they only teased Link sleeping in his bed and gave us a title card, they're making us wait so long for more information. It's just like, it's making me believe that truly this is going to be one of the most ambitious remakes Nintendo's ever made. I hate to hype you up and then it end up not being true, but seriously, that's just kind of how it feels right now. And sure, the theming of the controllers and the console is just Zelda, but still it has a lot of Ocarina of Time references in there. So, like, yeah, this game, in my opinion, has to be something huge, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not a little upset that this stuff just keeps leaking. I mean, Ocarina of Time Remake was leaked months before it actually got revealed. Same thing with Star Fox, same thing with Switch Sports, and this has been happening from Nintendo time and time and time and time again. And as much as we can sit and blame leakers, you can't just blame leakers when we don't even know where this leak came from. It just popped up on the internet. People are getting pictures from different sources, and you know, at the end of the day, as much as it sucks, as much as it's not Nintendo's fault, it still is Nintendo's fault. Nintendo waits until the very last second to give us information on stuff. Like, they could have had a Zelda Anniversary Direct by now, but they're still holding out, and they're probably going to be holding out until the beginning of September at the earliest. Now, there could be a big Anniversary Direct or something planned for sometime this month in August. I mean, Nintendo doesn't have really any major game releases, so it would make sense. Nintendo came out last week and had a Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave Direct, so it wouldn't completely surprise me if they do still have some type of presentation this month, but once again, the longer they wait, the more leaks come out. The same thing happened with Star Fox. They decided to wait a month until the game came out to finally give us the reveal and just announce that the game was real, but it already got leaked a couple months beforehand. If Nintendo would have just announced the game around the times they normally announce Nintendo Directs, it would have been perfectly fine. And that's the problem right now with current Nintendo. They're keeping their cards way too close to their chest. It's cool to be secretive and not reveal games until you're absolutely ready, but when you wait as long as you do, and you reveal Ocarina of Time and just show Link sleeping in his bed, and then make us wait another 2 to 3 months to learn anything about it, when it's just a remake of a game that already got a remake on the 3DS, the leaks just kind of take the air out of things. I feel like everything with this Zelda Anniversary and everything with Ocarina of Time has pretty much been told to us already from leakers. Like, going into the last Nintendo Direct and knowing that the final game was going to be Zelda after we went through the whole show and they haven't showed Zelda yet was kind of deflating. Even though it was exciting still, it was like, man, I wish that was a surprise. And the same thing with this leaked console. It would have been a really cool thing to be surprised by. So I'm sure half of this Zelda Direct is going to be stuff that we already were expecting. Like, oh, yep, there's the Zelda console. That looks great. You know, we've already saw it. So this stuff does kind of take the air out of it. It's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, you can't avoid it. Whether I covered it or not, it's all over the internet. Anything and everything that you go on the internet for, it's everywhere. News outlets are talking about it. It's just like, yeah. So it's a little unfortunate, but regardless of these leaks, I am super, and I mean duper excited to see what is planned for Zelda's anniversary. Like I said, it's really giving me Link Between World vibes with this console, with the dark and the light coming together and stuff, and like low rule, high rule. I really hope there's another Zelda game planned that's not just Ocarina of Time's remake. I really hope maybe we get, you know, the 3DS version of, it could literally just be the same 3DS version of Link Between Worlds brought over the way they did Luigi's Mansion 2. I would love that. Maybe something with Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, and who knows, maybe Nintendo even gets ambitious and gives us a sneak peek at the upcoming 3D Zelda game that's still multiple years away. Still, I don't think that's going to happen. But still, yeah, it's getting me excited for this anniversary, and I'm hoping there's a specific Direct for this thing, and it's not tied to a Nintendo Direct that we got to wait until September for. But only time will tell. Let me know in the comments down below. Has this got you more excited for some reason less excited for Zelda's anniversary. Also, don't worry, these Zelda piano videos will resume. I just had to take a quick break to get caught up on some stuff, but yeah, we're going to be getting back to that very, very soon, so look forward to that as we get up to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time's release. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Zelda and Nintendo in general. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.